everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of The Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, and I am your host. And before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the episode, hit that like button too. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank you all in advance. But on this episode, we are tasting and reviewing a limited release beer from Sierra Nevada Brewing. Now, limited release, Sierra Nevada Brewing. Those two phrases really do not go together. However, while I am not going to say this beer is rare, it was extremely hard to find. Now, this beer is a spin on their other limited release beer, pretty much their only other limited release beer. It's a spin on their Narwhal. And I invite everyone to check out my review of the Narwhal. And if you're nice, I'll even leave a link in the description section down below. But what is this beer? Well, this is the barrel-aged Narwhal. Barrel-aged. And kind of fits with the golden rule. Anytime a brewery barrel-ages something, it just makes it really hard to find. That is kind of the golden rule. That's just what happens. So this barrel-aged Narwhal, this beer is a bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout, which is also kind of ironic because Sierra Nevada, really, they don't brew too many stouts. They only brew a couple, if that. But anyways, this bourbon barrel-aged Narwhal, this beer clocks in at a pretty imperial 11.9% ABV. So yeah, it's up there, but it's got a really average IBU of only 55, double five. It is made with two different types of hops, and those hops are Challenger and Magnum. So here we go. The search is over. I found it. The Narwhal, our buddy, the Narwhal, who lives in the depths of the ocean, the mysterious Narwhal. But here we go. We're cracking this puppy open. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. The Narwhal, baby. Let's do this. 1, 2. Boom, boom. Boop. Ooh, a lot of smoke coming out of that one. Ooh, it's still smoking. Let's get a nice Narwhal pour here. I'm going to go a little bit more in favor of the Narwhal. Yeah, a little bit more in honor of the Narwhal. Our buddy, right on the label there, our Narwhal. But color, yep, jet black, yep, obsidian black, and just under, I'll say 3/4 finger of khaki colored foam on top. But that is black. That's what I was expecting. Now, this beer, after they brew the Narwhal, this beer hibernates for almost a year in bourbon barrels. So what are we going to get aroma and flavor-wise? Well, I really want this one to open it up. So I'm going to swirl and spin and swirl and swirl and swirl. I'm going to swirl it so much that the Narwhal is going to get dizzy. But here we go. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Let's give this one a nose. Nose number one, baby. Here we go. Nose number one. Whoa. Okay, well, there is a little booziness coming off this, but we are also getting, there is some oak from the bourbon barrels. There is a little vanilla. We're also getting some chocolate. Swirl, swirl, swirl. It's a big beer. It's a big beer. A little bit of mocha, and some espresso notes. Yeah, yes we are, yes we are. But yeah, the oak and the booziness though, that's coming off, yeah, boop, that's in your face. But it is 11.9%, so that's okay. But I'm swirling this still. I really want this beer to open up and open up and open up, and here we go. So we're going to raise our pint to our Narwhal buddy on the can, and we're going to prost to Sierra Nevada, prost to the Narwhal, and prost to the barrel-aged Narwhal. Here we go. Prost, baby. Sip number one. Full-bodied beer. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. That's big. Well, was the search worth it? Well, what do we have flavor-wise? That's interesting. Hold on, I'm going to give this one more sip. Flavor-wise, what do we have? Well, we have those bourbon notes coming through. We're also getting that oak is coming through. We're also getting some vanilla is coming through. And what else? What else? Swirl, swirl, swirl. Some hints of chocolate are coming through. And some notes of espresso are coming through. It's a big beer here. I'm not going to lie. I'll just want to maybe see if we can open up a little bit more here. Swirl, baby. Swirl, narwhal, swirl. Swim and swirl. What else? Yeah, that was some hints of some toasted coconut coming through. I mean, this beer, it's just, this is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. And what's interesting is, like I said, on the nose, you are getting that booziness. On the palate, it is really subdued and it's really subtle. And the other thing to this, which I really did not expect, especially from a barrel-aged stout, there is a sweetness to this. Now, I'm not going to say this is a really sweet drinking beer, but there definitely is a subtle sweetness coming through, which is really nice. And it's kind of offsetting the espresso, like the bitter espresso. I mean, this beer is exceptional. It really is. Now, here's the thing. Now, you could debate, is this as good as the original Narwhal? I mean, maybe, maybe not, but it's definitely a really nice spin on it. I will say that. I mean, you got really nice aromas, although I will say I wish some of the aromas were bumped up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But the balance on the flavor is solid, man. Those notes coming through on the palate are solid. I do wish, like I said, I wish some of the aromas were bumped up. I wish some of the vanilla was bumped up. A little bit of the chocolate was bumped up. Just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Now, what would I give this on the pint-o-meter? I think... I'm going to give this beer a 9. Yeah, I'm going to give this a 9. It's a very good beer. It's really easy drinking at 11.9%. It's really easy drinking. It's got, I mean, this is, it's just, it needs a few little tweaks, but it is really, really good. And it's really, really, really hard to find. So there you have it. I'm glad the search is over. But anyways, with that, I suggest if you can get a 4-pack, go get it and give it a try and see what you think. And with that, and do a comparison with the original Narwhal. And while you do that, watch that episode and then watch this episode of the Booze Geek. And do them both. But with that, I'm going to take one more quick sip. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this episode. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubzipaplankton.com, or the blog, which is www.pubzipaplankton.blogspot.com. And with that, we will see you on the next episode. So as always, raise that pint. Cheers, PROST, and enjoy!